right, man. Let's talk about Vergil Ortiz. He rips Jaron Ennis and Bozy Ennis after I guess Bozy was out there in Vegas for the Andy Cruz fight. And they ripped him. All right. So I mean, my thing is this. It's crazy how a ducker can call somebody else a ducker. If you duck people, bro, you should just keep your fucking mouth shut. Now, and I'll expand on that in a minute. Check out the Boxing Wars playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel.
Controversy over the whole Boots Ortiz thing. Any message for anybody who was talking crap?
I don't even want to talk about that because we never really discussed that. I never. They never talked to me about it. So and you listen to some of the stuff that people were saying. They don't even. A lot of people didn't know nothing about it. See, what they took wrong was when we fought that fight. Who said he might have to move up, but he still wanted to, take it at 147 first. But then they going to go on and say that, oh yeah, we got the fight signed and all. We didn't know nothing about that. I didn't know nothing about it. You know what I mean? So eventually he gonna get it too. You know what I mean? Eventually he gonna get it if he gets one of them titles up there. He gonna get it too. I like them. I like all of them when they run their mouth, man. See, we don't do too much talking. We do our talking in the ring. His trainers and all of them. You know what I mean? I don't talk like that.
What controversy over the.
So for the most part, he's standing pat on what was said. They standing pat on what was said about them not knowing anything about the fight. They standing pat on that, all right, and basically saying that Eddie negotiated without them knowing. All right, which at the end of the day, cool. But a lot of people go back, when his last fight, what was the name of his last fight? Was it his last fight? Yeah, and he basically said that he would fight. He literally would fight, Vergil Ortiz. He was ready to move up. He'd fight Vergil Ortiz, and then before that, they were saying, throughout the years, they had beat on Vergil Ortiz and all that type of shit, right? And when they got presented with the opportunity, people had to run with it and they said it was duck sauce, right? That was the narrative. They was ducking the smoke, now that they didn't take the Vergil Ortiz fight. Now, behind the scenes, I heard some things that Bozy Ennis said. He basically said that it was nothing to do. That's what he pretty much said. He said, for the most part, that, there was, no reason for them to take that fight. That's what he said. There was no reason for them to take that fight. That's what he said. It was no reason for them to take that fight. So that's what he said. It was basically they don't get nothing out the fight and they would have to drop the belt. They want to unify and that's what they're doing next. They unify. He said, Vergil Ortiz on X said, you love the fighters and trainers who run their mouth and you claim that you don't do any talking, but yet you were the ones who went and said we turned down a fight against you guys when nothing of the sort was proposed to us. So he basically said they was in the same situation. Bozy some years ago said that Vergil ducked the fade before. So, and you never followed up on that lie when I called it out. Pull up any tweets, interviews, videos, anything negative where I have to went and ran my mouth about anything regarding the last fight not being made. We didn't even talk about y'all. Now, yeah, I don't really remember him saying anything about that fight falling out, but his manager did. But the first thing Bozy said that he didn't want to talk about it. That's the first thing he said when an interviewer ran up on him. Like, look here, dude, I don't even want to talk about that. I don't want to discuss that. And that's fine, dandy, and all well. But, the narrative is Eddie Hearn represents you and you turned down the fight. You turned down the fight. That's what it boiled down to. You turned down the fight. So, with you turning down that fight, Even if he turned it out on your behalf, you turn down that fight. That's just what it is. So it's a bad look. So of course, Vergil Ortiz is going to defend himself, and he said, and I don't know what's true and what's not true, that y'all was lying on his name. So at the end of the day, man, I mean, we'll see what happened with Vergil Ortiz and Israel Madrimov and Jaron Ennis and Amanda Stayonis. The guy that Vergil Ortiz was supposed to fight a couple times, but really Vergil can't call nobody a duck neither. I mean, he ducked Bud a couple times as well. So, maybe he felt like he wasn't ready, and he still won't be challenging for a world title. He's never challenged for a world title. Boots got a world title, and he's challenging to get 2 world titles. So I guess how they feel is we fight Vergil Ortiz at 54 for no world title for what? That's how they feel. I ain't saying, obviously the fans would love to fight, but it ain't they fault that Vergil Ortiz can't make the weight no more. And if he could, hey, and Boots ducked that fade at 147, he held the title, then that's on him. He should be able to get it. But, obviously, prologuing hopefully what is the inevitable, that should have probably happened at welterweight. Maybe just make, a great fight when they do fight, and who knows how much longer Vergil can make 54. So they may be, he may be one weight class. He may be one weight class always above Boots, who knows? But yeah, I think everybody had a right to defend themselves. And, I think when they fight, they fight. A lot of things being said that he ducked the fade, and now Boots ducked the fade, and this, that, and the third. And, okay, we'll see. But, it don't look good on Boots, but it don't look too bad because he in the unification bout next. In unification bout in April without doing a quick turnaround. So I think, most people just get on Jaron Ennis because they don't like him. They don't like him over the Bud thing, whatever it may be. But like I continue to say, guys like Gervonta Davis get a pass. They get a pass. They get a G pass. They get a pass. They get a pass because, of popularity and people like them. So, but, like I said, everybody should have a right to defend themselves. And hopefully eventually, this fight, it happens. But when you talk a lot, you're sure to make some contradictions. You're sure to put your foot in your mouth at some point. That's sure to happen. And one thing you learn about, talking about the business of one thing you hear to talk about the business of boxing, it changes. It changes all the time. So that's what it is. It changes. So, who knows? But, hopefully they are on a collision course. Hopefully they on the collision course. And we get to see a tremendous in a great fight. But honestly, I think Vergil Ortiz has every reason to want to defend himself. That's my opinion on it. I think he got every reason to want to defend himself. He should be granted that right. So it's my opinion on it. Let me know what you girls and guys think about it. But hopefully they do fight. We can shut that door. And I was hearing something from Vergil Ortiz team saying, "Oh, they'll never want to fight him again," and he missed his shot. Like, look here, nigga. I mean, he missed his shot. That's crazy because how you giving a shot? You ain't never been a world champion. Ain't that crazy? How you giving a shot and you ain't never been a world champion? Oh yeah, he missed his shot. Like, bro, you ain't him. You ain't him. That's crazy. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop the video. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. Join the Patreon. It's the main link. It's a link in the link tree. So just hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere. Peace.